Greeting everybody, it is the Doctor. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online in 2015 on a free-to-play account. In the last episode, we played Stranded in Space for the first time. Got our look at ground combat and everything in the game. And from preparing myself, or my character here, in ship and ground quite well, we were able to succeed in that mission quite easily. I've got a few questions before we continue the next mission here, if you'll allow me. I've got a few questions that have come up in the comments that I thought I would go ahead and talk about. And if there are any more questions that come up, definitely please leave them. I will answer them. The first one, crafting. Am I going to do crafting? Well, I think I answered that in the last episode. I am not a big crafter in this game, even on all of my characters throughout the 5 years of playing this game. I'm not a crafter. I haven't leveled up crafting. But for the first time ever, I think I am going to start leveling the crafting system in this game, simply because as a free-to-play character where you don't have the benefits of veteran and lifetime rewards and you don't want to spend real money on the game, crafting is one way that can help you succeed by getting better gear in the game. It's just another avenue to get better gear in the game, either as you're leveling up or once you hit in-game. It will allow you to get really good quality gear at in-game without having to spend a lot of money. So I think I will, when the crafting system opens up, I'll go ahead and start it and we'll move through it. I am not that familiar with it, however, so I will probably be derping along, but I'm sure you all will help me figure it out along the way, because that's going to be new to me. Using dilithium to buy Zen. This is a thing you can do in the game. You can go to the dilithium exchange, and you can use your dilithium to buy Zen. You can also use Zen to buy dilithium. Am I going to do that on this free-to-play account? Well, it's a possibility that I could. For example, I could use dilithium to buy Zen to then buy the unlock on, let's say, the cap for my energy credits, which, remember, we found out is 10 million energy credits. Well, I could use dilithium to buy some Zen to buy the upgrade, so we are not limited to 10 million energy credits. That is certainly something a free-to-play character can do. You just have to have the dilithium to do it as you earn it throughout the game. Is it something I'll do immediately? No, it's probably something I'll wait till like end game to do, if I ever do it at all. Again, the goal of this game, this gameplay playthroughs, I don't want to spend any real money. I only want to gain gear and items and upgrades through what the game gives me, and go about it that way. Next, am I going to join a fleet? Obviously, that's an option I could do, and that at in-game would help me get, for example, a fleet ship, which would be better than the standard ships that the game gives you for free, most definitely. Of course, you do have to have modules and stuff to buy those ships. I am not going to join a fleet straight away. I still want to try to get everything, from a non-fleet standpoint at end game. If I feel like this character needs to join a fleet to expand, then I can show you that and show you what getting into a fleet does beyond what the game gives you for free. But until at least level 60, no, I'm not going to be joining a fleet. Earning dilithium, doing missions. Obviously, earning dilithium will help you, like I said, to get Zen points and stuff like that. There are many ways to get dilithium in the game. You can now earn it by playing the missions. That's new, by the way. You can also get it by doing other little missions that the game has, like doing lore stories in Starfleet Academy. If you go down to Earth on Starfleet Academy, they have these lores that you can read through and run, and you get dilithium rewards for that. As a free-to-play character, if you were going to get into crafting and upgrades and that sort of thing, and you really do want to make the most out of your character, I do recommend doing that stuff. I personally have not really done much of it, and I don't know if I will on this character or not, unless I just really need to, because I kind of just want to get into the missions and go through that and see where we end up. But that is an option. I might do it once just to show you what it is and what it's about. I'm not going to do it right now, but in the future, maybe we'll do a lore mission or something. Just so, maybe here's what I'll do. I got an idea, folks. Let's do a video in the future where I go and explore some of the other things you can do besides missions. Now, I need to wait a little bit till some things unlock, but I'm talking about things like patrols. I'm talking about... they don't have sector explorers anymore. You can't go to nebulas and do explore missions anymore, unfortunately. But then there's still the lore thing, as I mentioned in Starfleet Academy, and there are other things to do besides just the missioning to earn, loot, to earn dilithium, to get skill points and that sort of thing. There are other things, so maybe we'll do some videos in the future focusing just on that, so you'll see what other things there are to do in the game besides the main storyline mission. But for right now, let's just keep with the storyline and keep going from there. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, I haven't spent all my skill points. People have pointed this out. When I went down here and filled out the weapon proficiency and the weapons training, obviously I've got 10,000 now from the last mission. I mean, I have accumulated a total of 10,000 since the last mission. So yes, I still have skill points. I didn't spend them all when I spent them the first point. The idea here is I'm waiting until I figure out where I want to put those skill points. I don't recommend just putting skill points in there to fill it out. That is a waste of skill points. You need to figure out where you're going in the game and kind of think about the future a little bit and what type of powers you'll be using in the game. So thinking along those lines, you may want to hold back just a little bit sometimes on spending skill points until you figure out which block you want to put them in. So that's why I did that. I know I did that on purpose. I was waiting. I'm probably going to end up putting the next group of skill points in attack patterns, even though this ship doesn't use attack patterns. I'm not using attack patterns on this ship. When I hit, in a couple of levels here, when I hit the next level and I get my next ship, I will be probably using attack patterns on that ship because I'm going to go escort with this character, I think. So I will probably put the skill points in at that time to go along with those attack patterns, because I will be using alpha, beta, delta, omega, probably all of them, who knows. I do have alpha right now. I guess I could go ahead and put those skill points in so that alpha is buffed. I'll wait till after this mission. That's what we'll do, is we'll play this mission today, which is going to be diplomatic orders. Then I will put it into attack patterns, and we'll see how that helps us. Okay, next. Is that all? Crafting, dilithium, ore missions. Yep, that's it. I talked about everything. Okay, let's get on with the next mission. We are all ready because I got ready in the last mission. Klingon War, we go to diplomatic orders. A simple mission to escort a diplomat to Vulcan world brings your crew into conflict with the Klingons. Hail. Lieutenant, we have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at P'Jem. Capturing the ambassador will be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to P'Jem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe. Escort Vulcan Ambassador Soketh to the monastery at P'Jem, blah, blah, blah. We get skill point, we get expertise, we get data recorder, we get a photon torpedo upgrade, a personal shield upgrade, and, of course, the valued dilithium ore. So let's go do diplomatic orders. Again, just like all these videos, at the end of the mission, after I'm done, stick around because I will sell all my stuff and then I'll equip the new equipment that I get from each mission so that we are prepared to do the next mission and we will be even better geared for it. And again, what's the word of the day? Loot everything. That's right. Loot everything. So we are going to Vulcan right now. Our sector space travel increased just a little bit. We are at 5.62 now. Still very slow, but better than it was. Somebody also mentioned in the comments this ship kind of looks like a warbird. I guess it does with the pylons the way I made them and the nacelles. I kind of made it look like a warbird, didn't I? Very, very unique. I like the fact that you can customize the ships like that. I wish there were actually more customizations you could do, because I love customizing things. Love, love, love. Okay, let's go to Vulcan. Oh, look, there's another me. Another starter person is here. They're 2 levels behind me. Ah, very cool. Okay, Captain, we have arrived at the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting the ambassador's aide when we arrive. Tapella says that the ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when traveling. She would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the view screen? Greetings, Lieutenant Me. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Calrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling to the Andromeda by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person, Lieutenant. Board shuttle. Let's do this. Board shuttle, and for some reason, this is a very large shuttle. Actually, it's not very large. When you see it land on the ground, you'll be surprised how small it is, yet it's so big. It's actually bigger on the inside. There
Starfleet
it is.
shuttlecraft, this is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates.
I love this
Welcome
scene.
to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
I love this scene, this introduction to Vulcan. I like the fact that one of the first missions has us going to the Vulcan homeworld, because that's iconic, right? The Vulcans, the first species we ever met as humans. Captain, the ambassador and his aide are waiting for us at the temple at the top of the rise. We can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else. See what I mean? Look at the size of the shuttle. I would have to crawl inside on my hands and knees to get in this shuttle. I am bigger than the shuttle. I would have to lay down on the floor to pilot the shuttle. That's how tiny it is. Yeah, they got the scaling off here. This shuttle needs to be a lot bigger. Alright, so here we are on Vulcan. Something you can do on Vulcan, which is new, is go visit the Leonard Nimoy Memorial. We won't do it right now, but maybe we'll make a separate video out of that. But definitely I recommend doing that if you get a chance. And here is Soketh.
Welcome to Vulcan.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Tell me about Pajem.
Pajem is a small world near Andoria. It is sacred to our people. There have been Vulcans on Pajem for centuries. In 2152, the ancient buildings that housed our monastery were destroyed by the Andorians.
But they are also part of the Federation.
It was a failing in our logic that led to conflict with the Andorians. We have corrected our error. After the Federation was founded, a group of Andorians, Vulcans, and humans rebuilt the monastery as a symbol of peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Since then, a group of monks has lived there. They study the ideals of Sirach. Do you have any questions?
What business do you have at Pajem?
My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the abbot. He will not use subspace communications, so if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly. Do you have any questions?
Are you ready to leave?
This is ridiculous! Access to Pajem is strictly limited to preserve the sanctity of the monastery. No outsiders are permitted to land without the expressed permission of Savin, the leader of the Order of the Priest that maintains the planet.
Well, don't get your panties in a wad.
Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty. But Savin has chosen this moment to illogically question my visiting the monastery. He is refusing to grant leave for me to meet with the abbot at Pajem.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
If I do not complete my journey to Pajem now, I will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridon is complete. And that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant you permission.
I fear I've spent too much time off-world. While I find it easy to deal with others, my own people can be stubborn. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than I have.
Okay. Fine. I'll talk to Savin. High Priest Savin. Peace and long life. Ooh, we got a lot of options here. So we can do Soketh says you won't permit him to visit, or why did the Vulcans restrict access, or the Vulcan people have monasteries, or tell me more about Serac, or don't you trust Ambassador Soketh, or tell me more about what you've heard, or what if the Abbot agrees to speak to Soketh via subspace, and is there any way I can persuade you to allow Soketh to visit Pajem? Holy crap, a lot of options here. Let's try to go through them quickly. I do want to see what he has to say. Soketh says you won't permit him to visit Pajem. Soketh accuses me of abandoning logic, but he is the one refusing to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pajem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pajem, I feel more at peace than in any place else in the galaxy. Pajem has been touched by outside influence in the past. Now the Federation is at war. Now, more than any other time, we must protect this refuge. Okay, that's a good point. Why did the Vulcans restrict access? Many years ago, Pajem was used for political purposes. Technology used to spy on the Andorians was hidden beneath the sacred sanctuary. It should have never happened. Buildings that had stood for 12 centuries were destroyed because we allowed politics and war in a place where there should not be logic and contemplative thought. When the monastery was rebuilt, we pledged to keep it safe from the cares of the galaxy. Only those who seek peace may enter. Of course, that is from the Enterprise series. I like all that. That's nice they have that in there. The Vulcan people have monasteries? Even a people who reject emotion require peace and contemplation. We are a spiritual people. Our rituals guide us throughout our lives. The Vulcans who choose a life of study and isolation, as the monks at Pajem have done, help us maintain our connection with our ancestors. The monks' study of Serac's words in the Kir Shara give us all a greater understanding of who we are and who we should strive to be. Centuries ago, the Vulcans were creatures of emotion. We fought one another. Serac taught us to embrace peace. Of course, we know who Serac is. Without Serac, the Vulcans, you know, would not exist. Right? I have heard all about Serac. Don't you trust Ambassador Soketh? I neither trust him or distrust the Ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the Abbot, and he has refused a mind meld with me. Normally, I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Tell me more about what you've heard. Soketh has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. Tapella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study, and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. Tapella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. Ooh, something's going on. The monks do not use any unnecessary technology. Even replicators are not permitted. There is a communications array available to the monks for emergencies. Soketh's request does not qualify. Is there any way I can persuade you to allow him to visit? I will permit it if you will pledge to me on your honor as a Starfleet officer that you will protect Pajem from harm. Soketh says that his reasons for wanting to speak to the Abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity. So he is going to allow him to visit, but only because of me.
Do you have any questions?
Only because of me. Alright, I have spoken to Savin. We can leave for Pajem, or I've spoken to Savin. Why doesn't he trust you? Now, let's just, because if there is some distrust, I don't want to start anything here, so let's just say we can leave for Pajem.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Let's go. Tapella, attend to the matter we were discussing earlier. Aid Tapella. I'm leaving with the captain to board my ship. Have a safe journey, live long and prosper. So let's go. Lead on. Okay, I am leading. Return to the shuttle.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow you to buy and sell items. Click on Replicator to access your store. You can purchase common items from the replicator. You can sell items by using Recycle, and retrieve sold items with Retrieve.
Thank you, but why did I need to know that? Okay, board shuttle. Gosh, you're slow, Soketh, come on. Run a little faster, will ya? Board shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure.
Whoa, somebody's drunk flying this thing.
Live long and prosper.
Whoa, let's turn sideways and throw everybody all over the place. Talk to Soketh.
I need to meditate and prepare for my meeting with the abbot at Pajem. If you have no objections, I will retire to my quarters. Please notify me when we have arrived at our destination. Once again, you have my gratitude for your assistance.
Yeah? Yeah, sure, you betcha. Alright, Ambassador Soketh has retired to his quarters, Captain. We can leave the system whenever you like. Okay, let's go to Pajem, see what's going on there. Warp right into the starbase. Awesome. Pajem is like really next door. Like literally right here. Very close. Continue diplomatic orders. Sir, I'm picking up an unusual reading in this system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Ooh, scan energy pattern. Klingons. Dun dun dun. Speak to the Klingon. Captain, we are being held. You have a foul shapeshifter aboard your ship. Turn the creature over to us or we will destroy you. Shape changer? What do you mean? That foul beast on your ship is an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming. Well, I don't really need to be told about the Undine. The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. Of course, we know about them from Voyager. Undine have the technology to be a real threat to anyone, even the Borg, but the worst of their weapons is their ability to take our forms. Ew. Why are they here? You tell me, Starfleet. It was your people who first encountered the Undine in the Delta Quadrant. Back when we knew them as Species 8472. Many among my people want to know just what you did to make them hate us so. Well, we didn't do anything. Do you have any proof of these accusations? Do you doubt my word, insult my honor? I have killed men for less. I have nothing to prove to the likes of you. Turn that so-called ambassador over to me now or face the consequences. Shields up, red alert. Okay, I guess we're going to war. I guess we are at war anyway, so. Now remember to increase our damage and all that good stuff before we go into combat. We're going to use our newly found attack pattern Alpha 1. So, bada bing, bada boom, when we get into range here, bam.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Look at that, I took out that ship pretty nicely there. Ooh, that was a good hit.
Target's
Shields have failed.
Gotta high-yield check that out. That's how you do it, folks. Sir, sensors are showing multiple Klingon life signs on the surface. The monks may be in danger. I recommend that we send an away team immediately. Captain, the situation on the ground may be too dangerous for the ambassador to be on the surface. I recommend that he remains in his quarters until safe. I'm not going to beam down just yet. I want these goodies because, like I said, I will probably start doing the crafting when it unlocks, but I do need all this stuff so that I'm ready to do that. Let's get this one down here and then we'll beam down. So yeah, I am going to take the time to go ahead and scan these, most of them. If some are too far away or whatever, I may not, but mostly I am going to scan for these particles. And I got auto loot on so that it will auto loot all the items for me. That'll make it a little faster. Beam down. I hate it when it does this. I don't know why sometimes levels take so long to load like this. It's crazy. It's driving me crazy. Come on, level. You can load. It's not my computer. It's like the Stowe servers. Come on. There you go. I knew you could do it. Captain, we need to secure the area and then make our way toward the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm raiding multiple Klingon patrols, so we are going to go into battle. Again, remember, loot everything. Here's a lootable thing, so let's not forget it, because we can use those energy credits. A small power cell, a Klingon rocked. We will take it for sure. I see some Klingons. Remember, we're going to use target optics and fire a split beam at them. Nice. Take them down just like that. And my healer, my science healer, is already healing me with the medical tricorder. Let's give them a grenade. How about that? Yay, I saved you. Again, let's get this, oh crap. Let's actually take out these Klingons, and then we'll get that loot. Now we'll take it. Good, a large hypo and a small hypo. Oh, we can talk to somebody here. Talk to Vulcan Monk. Please, go to the monastery entrance and seek the abbot. Yes, of course. It's what we're doing. Reach the abbey on the hilltop, which we just reached. Amazing how that works out. Oh, here's a thing to scan. Hold on a second. Let me scan it. There we go. And of course it auto-looted. Excellent. And we move on. Up, here's a crate. Here's a crate. Now this may seem like it's taken a lot of time to do these little things, but this time spent will pay off in the end because you'll get energy credits, which you need badly. So, time well spent, in my opinion. Ah, come on. Alright, incoming message. Sir, we're receiving an alert from Vulcan. Tapella says she must speak to you immediately. Lieutenant, I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. The imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous. The Klingons were right all along. Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but unauthorized use of transporters detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning, sir. Whomever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. Well, there he is right there.
Such emotion on your face.
I located him. Next.
I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail.
Oh, you will, huh?
You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
And he's an Undine. Called it. Actually, the Klingons called it. They were right. We should have believed them. Okay, he's an Undine. Let's scan and throw a grenade at him. I'd love to throw a torpedo at him. Wouldn't that be something? Throw a torpedo on the ground at enemies. Ooh, he got away. How dare you be able to do that? He turned into a Klingon.
Bothersome creatures! Why should I trouble myself with such insignificant beings when the Klingons will do my work for me? Warriors! Prepare for battle!
Yes, sir.
There is a group of Starfleet officers behind me. One of them is the foul shapeshifter. I'm returning to the ship. Don't let them leave this planet alive.
Kapla.
Yes, sir.
The voice on that one does not sound very Klingon. Yether. It's like the geeks of Klingons. Well, now he's the dead one. There he is, right there.
Personal shield losing power.
I guess he got away. Scan the area. Captain, it appears that the Undine has eluded us. However, I'm picking up residual traces of transporter activity. I believe that the Undine may have beamed to a hidden ship in orbit. Great. Recommend we return to the Andromeda and kick his butt. I recommend the same. Let's do that. Captain, there's an Undine ship on an intercept course. Sir, the Andromeda doesn't have the armaments to handle the Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until the reinforcements get here, Captain. If we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance. Defend your ship from the Undine until Starfleet arrives. And what was that other message? I don't know what that thing just saw. You guys saw it, but I'll have to go back and read what it said. Something about you can switch to something or other, but I didn't read it because I was reading that. Transferring all power to... Oh, crap.
Ship is under attack.
Okay, do my alpha pattern, attack pattern alpha.
4 shields failing.
Whoa, that thing kills everything. So destroy the
Target's shield
torpedoes.
has failed.
Okay, that's... Ouch. That's an owie.
Hull integrity below 50%.
I just gotta hold out for 15 more seconds. I don't know if I can. Target
Target's
torpedo.
shield has failed.
Holy
Right
money
shield
butt.
failing.
Okay, well, we are taking some damage.
4 shields failing.
Please help me, everybody. I am about... Never mind, I'm dead. Thanks for coming to the aid 30 seconds too late. I am now dead. Deceased. Now I'm alive.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Boy, this is a tough Undine ship. Holy crap.
Target's shield has failed.
Wow, that took a lot to bring down. Ooh, that was pretty tough right there. Accolade complete. Dreaded Dreadnought. Downloading the data now, Captain. Incoming message from the USS Kirk, Captain. This is Captain Thalen of the USS Kirk. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Actually, you didn't. If you noticed, I kind of blew up there. Perhaps someday you will return to favor. Yeah, hopefully maybe before you die. Come to your rescue before you blow up. We've recovered the final data transmission from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of the organic material that was used to create the ship. We need to get all of this back to Starfleet intelligence. They may be able to decrypt the messages and tell us more. Get me out of here. That was a tough ship. Okay, let's turn this in. Hail Starfleet. The ambassador was an Undine? The Klingons were right all along? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create. Exactly. The Klingons are trying to warn us. They're trying to help us. They're our friends. Not really, but they should be, or could be, or would be, if we would listen to them. Okay, refine my dilithium. Got a little bit more dilithium from that mission. We got things to sell, things to upgrade. Let's do it now. What do we have? We've got a Personal Shield Mark II with Disruptor. I am just using a Personal Shield Mark II regular. Well, I might as well just put that on me and I'll give somebody else a Mark II shield. There, now I got a Mark II with a Disruptor resistance on it. I might as well give Eliza Flores a Mark II shield. At least she'll have something a little better now. She's a little bit better upgraded is what I meant to say. The Andromeda, it looks like we can upgrade our torpedo to a Mark II with an accuracy modifier. That is excellent. So yeah, we're going to have now, versus the Mark I we had, we will have a little bit more kinetic damage, a little bit more DPS, and a plus 10% accuracy. So upgraded torpedo. Oh, I got another Mark II shield here. I can give another player, another character a Mark II shield. There we go. Coles now has a Mark II shield. I'll sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Ooh, I got another Mark II shield. Tavrel can now have a Mark II shield. Everybody's getting a shield upgrade. Everybody except Zarva gets a shield upgrade, it looks like. And then I have an armor, a Mark II, an integrated targeting armor Mark II. Might as well give that to Eliza Flores, upgrade her to a little bit better armor. This is a phaser high-density beam rifle Mark II. I guess we'll upgrade Kolez because he's only got a common weapon, so we'll upgrade him to at least a Mark II. She's got a Mark I uncommon, and she's got a Mark I uncommon, and she's got a Mark I uncommon, and so we'll give. So basically now Kolez has a Mark II, still common, but at least a little bit better because it's Mark II. So I have used. Oh wait, there's another Mark II armor here, an energy dampening armor Mark II. Ooh, he's got a Mark II armor, so I can upgrade Tavrel to a Mark II armor. Wow, see what looting does, folks. We get to upgrade all of our characters. So I now have an upgraded shield, Mark II with Disruptor modifier. Eliza Flores now has a Mark II body armor and a Mark II shield. Kolez has a Mark II armor and a Mark II shield. Tavrel has a Mark II armor and a Mark II shield. And Kolez has an upgraded Mark II weapon now. And then Zarva, just a Mark I armor and a standard shield. We'll have to upgrade his shield if I get another one. The other thing we got was this data recorder. This recorder contains messages about the state of various sectors that you have visited. So we should be able to use this, and you can read. We're not going to read this now, but you can listen to these recordings and get some information about each front. So I recommend doing that if you haven't, but just keep that down there in your inventory, and you can use that anytime. There we go. So, oh, and our ship. We upgraded our ship to a new torpedo. So everybody got an upgrade. How awesome is that? Let's go back to the Sol system because I'm going to sell these items in my inventory. And then I will peace out. We'll be ready for the next mission. For some reason, I put one of the weapon icons down there. I don't want... Oh, because I put the torpedo there, that's why. Okay, dock at station. Oh yeah, and the skill points I wanted to spend. I want to do that as well. To the place to sell the items. Personnel equipment. Sell everything. Okay, there we go. We are now up to 2,435 energy credits. See how it starts working out for you? And we've only done 2 missions. And I'm already up to 2,000 energy credits, so yeah, that pays off. Okay, let's spend the skill points. Got 12,000 to spend. Let's see, I should be able to, yeah, finish the weapon proficiency on ground. Now I'm maxed out on ground weapon proficiency. That's going to help me on ground damage. So we're good there. What am I? I'm Lieutenant 8 right now. Still got a ways before we get to Lieutenant 10. I guess I'll go ahead and put him in attack pattern now because that will help attack pattern alpha, which I do already have. In fact, to see the difference, let's go into space, and I want to see what the difference is when we put the skill points in here, what this actually does to my attack pattern alpha. So attack pattern alpha is plus 20% all damage, plus 2% critical chance, 20% critical severity, and 50% flight turn rate. Now, is that going to increase when I put I can max out attack patterns right now. So let's do it. Now, yes, I still have points left. I understand I still have points left, but I'm going to wait until I figure out where I want to put them next, because I'm not sure. Now let's see what that did. Yes, check that out. How incredible is that? Look at that. Now my all damage is almost 30% instead of 20. My critical chance is 3%. My critical severity is 29.9, and the flight turn rate is an incredible almost 75%. Basically, everything increased quite a bit. That means my attack pattern alpha, and this is just attack pattern alpha 1, is so much more powerful now than it was just a few seconds ago. And that's from putting all those skill points into attack patterns, which obviously helps my attack pattern alpha. And on this tactical character, that is going to really, really help my ship. Remember, the attack pattern alpha is just like the target optics on ground. You have it from like the first mission, pretty much, or almost, and it'll be with you till the end of the game, and it is probably the most common and useful tactical power that you can have on any ship, because it's a captain power. It's not part of your ship. It doesn't matter what ship I have, I'll always have attack pattern alpha. That's part of my tactical career path space power. So there you go, folks. Adding skill points in the right places, you can see how that makes a difference and really helps. Okay, well, thank you all for watching this mission, this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. It will be hide and seek.